Ah, hello, you lovely lot. How is everyone doing this fine evening? Can you all hear me okay? How's the sound? Can we hear the game? That'll be an interesting thing. So, as you might remember, where we left off last time, ladies and gentlemen, the Tyranid Horde was about to run over this rather lovely little hive city here that we've got represented by the city of Troy map. You, ladies and gentlemen, have plugged 3 main entrances over here. So we've got good old Deathcore of Krieg over here with a couple of autocannons set in the mist, and of course some Templars at the front. And the last thing you lot purchased was around about 17,000 Imperial conscripts. Oh my, yeah, they were absolutely storming ahead last time. And of course, we've got the Tyranids here, ready to take you on. So, as always, we're going to kick it off. Oh yeah, of course, we've got our third line over here. So, we're going to kick it off and see what happens. Oh my god, that's really loud in my ear. Let's turn that down a little bit. You'll have to let me know if the game sounds a little bit too loud. Let's have a look here. Should be okay. Yeah, it looks okay. Excellent stuff. So, Black Templar here, surging forward, gets the kill counter up. Already, poor old Tyranids here, taking 4,000 losses. Battle's barely even begun. Monumental surge just keeps pushing forward, though. Of course, Tyranids don't really care about loss. Well, to some degree, actually. Been doing a little bit of reading into the lore of them. To some degree, the Tyranids do care about losses. If they think they cannot win a fight, they will back off. However, that is not the case here, where they've got plenty of troops here at the moment, storming right into the breach. Poor old conscripts here, trying to hold out, getting backed up little by little here, allowing the Tyranids to gain a bit of ground. The Tyranids are taking extreme losses, though, as they're trying to do this. There's a poor old gaggle of conscripts over there that have been cut off already. Hey, Menthol. So you, ladies and gentlemen, get thinking about what units you want to buy. You've got conscripts, Deathcore, autocannons, and Black Templar. They are your options. And with 22,000 kills on the board, you can pretty much afford a nice little amount of any of them at the moment. Let's go have a look how we're doing over on these lines over here. Yeah, good old Black Templar here, holding the line, taking on the warriors. Gaunt's trying to run in between the legs. But they're pushing forward relentlessly. Now, there's still a lot of Tyranids here that they've got to defeat. It's going to take them a little while. The Templars. They put in such a good fight here. As you can see, you've got a box formation, the deflect here starting to take effect from the Brood Warriors. Oh no, the poor old Krieg getting killed by their own bullets. There we go, the last of the Templars now starting to fall here on this far flank. But there has also been some strange Fox reports coming in. Apparently, someone named Frederick Manskiner has been on the loose in this sector. So maybe that's something we need to keep an eye out on. The Black Templar. That one will be for you. Those who know, or those who know. Not really, unfortunately. Flames in this are not an ammunition type, really. We've got fireballs, but they're not quite the same. They're a bit weird. Indeed. They're all bound by words of blood. These conscripts are putting in work here at the top of this ramp. Completely rational person. Yeah. Frederick Manskinner. What doesn't sound rational or normal about that? It all depends on your perspective, I suppose. If you're a worshipper of chaos, I suppose it sounds perfectly normal. Give your kids cornflakes. Go have a look how we're doing over here. Are the defenses holding? Oh, it looks like the Black Temple have finally fallen over here now. The surge of Neds going right here into the Krieg, who are still holding the line. Mainly deflections at the moment that have been a problem for them. There's not much they can do about that, though. I'm glad you feel that way, John. I tried to include everyone. Bit like the Metallica song. So it does look like then that our far side has fallen. Yes, the Reaver Warhound, Chris. I'd really like to possibly find some Sentinels, actually. I always feel that Sentinels have been really underrated for the Imperial Guard. See how we're doing over this side. I love looking at all these little pools. Basically, from this height, it looks like water pooling up. The Ned's really struggling to get up this side, though. However, they are bit by bit pushing forward. Them deflections really helping out a hell of a lot. But look at the pile of bodies here. I don't know why, but this area in particular just really reminds me of Starship Troopers. Like how all the troops were bunched up trying to hold the area. Oh, look at that! Attacked in the rear. $75,000 kills to the defenders so far, though. Oh my god, they really thinned out that horde pretty damn quickly, didn't they then? Yeah, they went all the way around to this entrance over here. It's only a tiny little one, but they made it over here. Let's go back over here. How are we doing on this one? So yeah, we've just got a couple of men of Krieg here, holding out on the rooftops, doing the best they can. The AI unable to really path up there yet. Oh, look at this! We've got a tiny little narrow alleyway as well that they've been holding out here somehow. Oh, that is awful for the Tyranids to attack through. In reality, the Tyranids would just hop over that wall, but you know, this isn't reality. This is this is video game. Ah, I love that. Although, look at that, though. A couple of warriors get through, and it's game over. Oh, and attacked in the rear as well. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee with my other hand, so I can't move around. No, I should clarify. I'm holding coffee in my other hand. I'm not drinking coffee with my other hand. That'd be weird. Yeah, people seem to love the Krieg shovels. How we doing over here, conscripts? Oh, look at that. The last few. Yeah, I was just had an image in my head of like Pan's Labyrinth, for anyone who's seen that. You know, like there's the hands with the eyes in them. All I could think of was like hands with the mouth in them, just drinking coffee. It was, yeah, strange. Yeah, we might have to put these Imperial Guard on hold mode, just so they don't end up running all the way through the city like this. I don't know what that is, Ed. All I know is Pan's Labyrinth. Well, I think it's suffice to say that the Tyranids have overrun the defences at this point. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and let the poll go up. There we are. Go ahead and vote on what you want to add to your defence next, while we wait for these last few clear-ups here. Yeah, it looks like all the conscripts have finally fallen over here then, so it's just a couple of hundred of the Krieg then, I think, who are just chilling out on the roofs over here. So then, get your last votes in and we'll end this soon. We're not going to sit around waiting for the rooftop campers. So I'm going to take that kill count right there, which is 85,015. Quite a nice little kill count. Oh, this is not the Manskin around. It was only reports on the Auspex that he was in the area, that was all. Let's have a look what we've gone for. Looks like we're getting ourselves some Templars. Okay. So, what? Yeah, Black Templar. So, oh my god. Okay. Right. So, gonna have to put up a new poll for this one. Come on. There we go. Oh, where are these going? You got group 1 here, group 2 down here, or you can make a new group. Oh yeah, conscripts on hold. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, and that there then, where we're going. Oh, new. Okay, we're getting ourselves a new group of conscripts. Charlie, Black Templar, and this group will consist of 85. Now let's try to find the grey square on the relatively colourless map. Come on, where are you? Okay, you. Where is it? Ah, there. So, where do you want these? In fact, do you want them with the conscripts? Is that where they're going? Yeah, just put them in front of conscripts. Behind the nids. I mean, you know what? If you want to, guys want to put Space Marines behind the nids, I will allow that because Space Marines have drop pods. So it is feasible that they could drop behind the nids. Not so much the Imperial Guard, but yeah. Drop pods if you wanted. Could do it. I mean, yeah, you guys have got a nice narrow funnel here. I wouldn't know why you'd want to do it, because you can just funnel them into your hive city right here. But I will say, yeah, just the Black Templars, if you really wanted to, you could put them. I know Valkyries and stuff like that, but it's a lot harder to get a Valkyrie in over a Tyranid swarm than it is for a dropship to come, drop pod to come from high orbit. Valkyries are a lot more risky. So, let's just kick this off then. Everyone seemed happy with the relative placement of them. Oh, I think we need to go watch our... Oh, God. The Space Marines here. Space Marines are just looking here like, oh, free lunch. Literally just gonna chomp their way through any Tyranid that comes up here. You gotta love the Black Templars here. It's a good job it's some form of ceramic, that their armor that they're wearing, isn't it, really? Plasteel. Diamantine. How many of you have played Dark Tide? It's an Ogren. The best armor is plot armor. That's true. That is true until plot armor meets console command gun. But yeah, in Dark Tide, I absolutely love the Ogrens. They're so fun to play along. Every time you come across a Medicaid station, he has a chance to say it wrong, and he just can't say it. He's like, Medica, healing station. But yeah, the Ogrens are so funny. The voice lines are amazing in it. It's a cool world, Menthol. I really like the Warhammer universe. It's totally stupid, but also really brilliant and badass at the same time. That's what I like about it. They don't shy away from the stupid or try to hide the stupid. They embrace the stupidity of it all. It's like, yeah, at the end of the day, they are like insane genetic super warriors in armor that is almost indestructible with near perfect aim. They are like cheat codes of the universe, and they just decided to put them in a tabletop game, and somehow they managed to balance them out by putting other things on it that were just equally as horrible. I think that's actually part of the reason why Warhammer is so crazy, because if you think about it, the Space Marines came along really early, and a lot of the lore for the Space Marines was like already set in stone as terms of their power level and how strong they are and stuff like that. So how do you balance that? Well, all the other races have to be just as crazy, hence why you end up with Necrons, who are like, you know, just phase everyone out of existence, and then you end up with all-powerful Eldar and Chaos Gods, and things just get out of hand very quickly. It's like you start with the smallest amount. It's like you start with the largest amount of power and then have to balance it. Yeah, the 85 Templar over here are putting in work. They're like one of the only lines here that are still holding at the moment. This one's barely holding out, but you can see it's collapsed mainly over there now. How about this one? Yeah, this one's literally just being cleaned up as we speak. Yeah, Dave, the huge difference is because these are on hold. Before, they were running all over the place, so there will be a big difference in kills. But yeah, that's true. They haven't even pushed into the conscripts yet, so... Flankers, we got a few that are starting to flank around. It's just starting now. This line's still holding for now. Though it's starting to get flanked with the falling of the third gate. Templars are really putting in that work over here, though. Look at that. They're actually pushing the Nid horde back. Look at all these Tyranids here, held up because of a few pesky Templars. Oh, there's a chink in the armor here, though. I like Abaddon because his name perfectly describes who he is. A bad one. Abaddon. This is kind of annoying though. How that is his name, isn't it? Abaddon. Oh, he's not good. He's a bad one, that Abaddon. Yeah, exactly, Abaddon. There we go. It's almost orc levels of naming. Like, that is really what I'd expect an orc to do. Oh, he's alright, Abaddon he is. Anger on. Okay. Yeah, he's got his anger on. Now that I think about it, the Chaos do have a lot of, like, names that end with on, don't they? Archon, Abaddon. Oh, here we go. The storm surged forward. Oh, I'd love to do some proper orc voices. Fulgrim. Again, just the names. He's not half grim. He's not ungrim. He's fully grim. Full grim. It's like Alpharius and Megaron. And it's like, really? Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, Greek alphabets, fair enough. Conscripts and all cannot hold that ridge. I don't know why you're telling me that. Agnes. As I already said, Mitz, the reason that they're not on attack is because they're in the city. And right now, they'd be backing up all through the city. How are we doing over here? Oh, looks like the final lines over here have already collapsed. Let's say already. finally collapsing, should I say. These couple of guardsmen here on the roof provide excellent distractions. Oh, speaking of excellent distractions, I haven't got the next poll ready. 2 seconds. Get the poll ready, we need some dancing. Oh, it'll be dirty dancing. Isn't it? I'd like to, like, meet Dave the Guardsman, who can then become Dave the Traitor Guardsman.
Hi, my name's Keith. I've been a member of the cult of Slanesh now for 5 years. I want to know why no one's able to clear their throat in the 40k universe. Why does everyone talk like they're trying to do a Batman audition? You'd have an Aussie accent. See, I'd like to see that. The Australian Chaos team. Crikey, you bagger lagger. You've only gone and bloody worship Chaos. Oh, that was a terrible... That was a terrible impression. Oh, loads of people who watch this are Australian. Dave's Australian. Shifty's Australian. Big Jam's Australian. Phil's Australian. There's loads of them. Well, there's actually quite a lot of troops left on the top of buildings here, which is doing you guys a lot of good. You're getting loads of kills from this at the moment. The only thing that's concerning me is this. The fact that some units of the Tyranids appear to be glitching out. So yeah, with only rooftop campers being left now, I think yeah, payback for the last scenario. I think we can let the poll go. Oh, there we go, it is. Go ahead and vote on what units you want to add to your next defense. Oh, crap. Yeah, and I think, well, we'll call this 88,000 now, 89,000 kills by the time it's done, so. Fine.
What are we thinking, ladies and gentlemen? Any idea? There used to be a place called Walkabout in the UK. Like, it was just a franchise of bars called Walkabout. They used to sell kangaroo burgers. Whether it was real kangaroo or not, I have no idea, but... Or it was called Walkabout. So let's go ahead and end the vote there then. Let's see what we're going for. Black Templars. So, what are we doing? Right, what we're going to have them as Gate 1, Gate 2, Gate 3, or a new group. So just remember, anything at the top, that's going to be 1. Anything in the middle, that's 2. Anything at the bottom here, that's 3. So let's go have a look then. What are we going for? Number 2. Okay. Go have a look what colour these were. Yellows, number 4. So that would bring their new total to 130. 133 Black Templar. Gonna bring them into a smaller box, tighter formation, sorry, so they can actually fit in there. Are we all happy with our setup? Want to move any units around, anything like that? I know, Chris, but I did make it very clear just that this is 1, the middle is 2, the bottom is 3. I did repeat it a number of times to make sure that everyone heard it as well. Anything else, I'll repeat it again. Anything at the top is now going to be 1. Anything in the middle is going to be 2. Anything at the bottom is going to be 3. Unless, and then obviously you'll have create a new unit option. So, yeah, doesn't like anyone want to change anything around. Let's kick it off. A weakened immune system. Jesus, Dave, that is that's devastatingly bad. Right, let's go take a look at the middle here, see how we get on with our new Templar group. There's a hell of a lot of them here now. Sally forth, brave warriors. I love watching the Nids hordes come in like this. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? A narrow pass, thousands of Nids and Black Templars, and a body pile. Have a look how we're doing on the bottom flank over here. This one always seems to fall first. Makes an impressive body pile though over here, I must say. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. And thanks, Dave, very much for reminding everyone, because I always forget. But it does help out the channel massively. Oh, thank you to everyone who has already liked, and those of you who are liking right now. Thank you, thank you. Indeed, we are getting some semblance of a little bit of a blood lake. We've been woefully lacking in blood lakes, but it's getting there. Probably like battery acid. You're probably not quite wrong there, to be honest. Full of iron and God knows whatever a Tyranid's got running through its veins. Some horrible form of acid. In fact, I reckon, you know, with all the blood and the acid that has spilt together, you might even be able to charge a car battery. Or dissolve one, at least. It's a nice little blood lake that's forming there. Very quaint. Oh, look at this. Templars over here are actually pushing forward. $41,000 kills to 1,000 losses. Not a bad ratio so far. I mean, we have got the tiniest of tiny puddles over here as well. You can pretty much place units where it would logically make sense. To answer your question. Oh, Ed, that sucks, mate. Yeah, I hate it when the electric goes out. That is true, by the way, what Dave says. Anyone who does like the stream does get a free lifetime supply of oxygen with it. Oh god, menthol. That's grim. Oh no, the third line fell. Okay, Caden, thanks very much. Jeez, these guys really have pushed out far. Look at this. Oh, thank you, Ed. That's very kind. Congratulations, Vosmagog and Osmus Lvek. Oh my god. It gave it to all the hardest names to pronounce. Chris, congratulations. Double Chris, congratulations. And rejected opinions, congratulations. Can I zoom out? I can zoom out. That's as far as I can zoom out. But yes, Ed, thank you very much. That's very kind. Congratulations to all the new members. Ah, here it is. The falter. Thank you, Ed. That's very kind. It's very much appreciated. As I'm sure the new members will appreciate it too. Giving them access to the extra content. Where you at, Chris? Here we go, yeah. Troop flank is falling now. God, Tyranid warriors are damn scary things. Look at how tall they are. Poor old Greeks were just looking up at them. Indeed it was. It's quite correct, Ed. Welcome, Devon. Welcome to the ranks of the Guardsmen, my son. Thank you for that. Very kind. Oh, that's not true. I think Kriegsmen do know fear, they're just very good at controlling fear. I think that's the difference. I think Krieg do get scared, but the difference is they use that to use their fear to galvanize them into action instead of letting it make them run away. Can you imagine a Tyranid carrying shovels? That would be the best thing ever. I've just got images of, like, the Indian goddess Ganesh now. Is it... She's got, like, 6 or 8 arms. Just each of them with a shovel. These conscripts really do put in work. Yeah, very close to that 100k now. Less than 3,000 to go. Let's have a look here. Let's see what's... Yeah, so it looks like pretty much all the other flanks are falling. However, the Kriegsmen are keeping them somewhat busy over the other side there. Tyranids here now working their way through the alleyways. Oh, look, you can look in here. I've never actually looked into these houses before. Never even noticed you could look into it. Why is there so much detail on the inside of this house, but the camera can't go in and look at it? Can we... No, can we... Can I go look? No, it won't let me. Oh well. I tried, but it wouldn't let me. Just odd that there's so much detail on the inside of the house, but they won't let you go in and look at it. Well, you broke 100,000 kills. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Well, yeah, it's just one of them things that you don't notice. Oh, look at this. The sad roundup. It's the drop pods. You can drop them anywhere. Anywhere from the center of the horde to the edge of the map, to anywhere. The drop pods. To be fair, attacking is like 100 times harder than it is to defend. With this kind of streamer anyway. Well, I think that's most of the ground forces all cleaned up now, so with that, there's your poll. Go ahead and vote on what units you want to add to your next defense.
think 100 Templars would get a fair amount of kills. Well, if you want to solve the problem of Templars pushing out, the thing that I normally do is I sort of put them in the middle of all the other units, so they have to push the way through. That way only a trickle of them comes through, and they tend to hold the line in place a bit better. It's kind of hard to explain, but you sort of have to use your own units to limit the amount of Templars coming to the front. Otherwise, they just constantly push forward, because they do get kills. Right, let's go take a kill count here. 104,300, let's call that. Yeah, so you want me to... sorry. You want me to make it so that these guys are a bit more defensive. Maybe if we put them somewhere like here, because the Imperial Guard tend to spawn right at the lip of this. So if we put these here on guard mode, in theory, they should only activate when the Tyranids get to about here, which means that they should try to hold this area. I might put them back. This is going to be a bit weird, but what if you did something like this? No. So you had them more in a line. That way you're sort of guaranteed that they're going to funnel down. Because I think if you put them the other way, you're just going to get a large clumping of them that'll ramp up in the center. And I think then they'll just push forward again. Can but try. Yeah, put them in a conga line. Then if we do something similar over here, this should help these stop pushing forward as well. So much. Actually, I've just remembered they're really tightly packed like sardines there, so put them on the front. And this line, well, there's not that many of them, so they don't push too far forward. But we're gonna find out now what we're gonna be doing. So. There. Right, just to remind everyone, the top... Oh, shit. There we go. Just to remind everyone, the top up here, that's number 1, that's 2, that's 3. Remember, top is 1, middle is 2, bottom is 3. The top. Oh shit, yeah. Right, so where are we going? A3. Yay, what colour were they? Light green. Or we'll bring their new total up to 128. Bring them back down to 1 spreading.
I think we're going to have to pull them back just a little bit here, just so they don't go running off. Now, are we all happy with our setup currently? Anyone want to change anything around? Yeah? Good? We all happy? Well, let's get this off then. Yeah, they look alright there. There we go. A little bit better. Hopefully they won't activate till the last second. Okay, they're still activating. But a little bit better. They're a bit closer to the Krieg here. How are we doing on this side? Excellent. They haven't activated just yet. There we go. They've just the second activated. Now they're going to try and hold that little middle ground with absolute fever. Look at that. Absolute perfection. So it appears that enough Templars still got to the front line here. The side's looking a lot healthier. Just out of interest, would you guys be interested in any Baldur's Gate stuff? I totally understand that you won't watch Baldur's Gate because you want to play it. I totally get that. It's a trans person. The anti-trans. What anti-trans following? What anti-trans? I don't get. I'm trying to get that. What anti-trans following? I mean, you can be any gender in it. You can have a penis or a vagina, or nothing at all, so I don't get that. No, Baldur's Gate is absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the best RPGs in terms of openness that I've actually played in a very long time. So, am I right, Ed, that you're not going to play it because other people play it who don't agree with your opinions? Is that what you're saying? You're not going to play Baldur's Gate 3 because people who don't like trans people play it? Is that what you're saying? Oh, it's no longer about the game. Because the game could be interchanged with any other game, really. It was more I was wondering why you were hating on not playing it, other than that you don't like it. But yeah, I would never let other people's opinions sway what I do and don't do. Just because anti-trans people play, if a lot of anti-trans people play the game, doesn't mean that you shouldn't. Because at the end of the day, a lot of anti-trans people use roads, they use public transport, they use aeroplanes, they use the same supermarkets that you go to. And you don't boycott them, so why should a game be any different? I just think people need to stop forcing agendas down everyone's throat. I'm all for people doing whatever they want, but at the end of the day, as long as it doesn't affect anyone or harm anyone, I don't care. You're free to do you. But I will, in my personal opinion, I think it's a bit foolhardy to not like something because other people don't like it or do like it. Mixing politics and 40k is heresy. My friend, you have never played as Imperial Guard. It is nothing but politics and bureaucracy. It's a great example. It's like the Just Stop Oil people in the UK. I don't know if you guys have it anywhere else, but in the UK there's a group of activists called Just Stop Oil, and they go out and they block roads and stop ambulances and things like that to protest against the use of oil, which I'm pretty sure that most people can agree that, you know, the use of oil that pollutes the environment is kind of bad. Whether you like petrol cars or diesel cars or electric cars or what, no matter what, you can't really argue with the fact that oil is bad for the environment, and most people would probably like to see a decent alternative to it. But they go out and they block roads and annoy the shit out of people, and people go out and waste fuel just to get back at them. So it's weird. You can't force your views on other people. You can educate and try to educate, but you can't force views on people. Education is the best thing, best remedy for everything. It's no good going out and shouting at people. Try to educate them. If they don't want to be educated, don't force it upon them. Educate the people who do want to be educated. Pinky test range. That remedied a lot of problems, yeah. But yes, nuclear energy is zero emission, but it's not without waste. That's the problem there. There is nuclear waste, which causes emission. So it's, you know, when they say nuclear energy causes zero emissions, it's true to a degree. But then you've got to think what went into building the nuclear facility, what got the nuclear fuel to and from the facility, what takes away the nuclear fuel after it's spent. It's all still oil-based vehicles and oil-based manufacturing, so nuclear energy is not the answer. We use oils for plastics and stuff like that. We can't use nuclear fusion for plastics. So, well, it is part of the answer, it's not the answer. No worries. See you next time. To wait for a bomber. Well, you might want to rephrase that, Dave. My God, they're actually still holding out over here. Oh, there we go. They finally broke through over here as well. Oh, let's see what's going on over here then. Can't believe they're actually holding out this long, considering most of the Space Marines are now dead. There is a single Space Marine literally holding this entire wave back all by himself. Now, the flank over here has fallen, unfortunately. God, look at this. We've cleared out quite an area now. Sir Bob of Terror. Robert of Terror.
It's quite correct, Alexander. Now, realistically, in this kind of scenario, Valkyries would not be the best option, but drop pods from the Space Marines is realistic. Now, you got to think, Menthol, realistically, Valkyries would be coming in at a low flight, they'd get absolutely shredded by NID anti-air. So if we're trying to, I try to keep placements more realistic. Like most of the other Imperial Guards would be inside the hive, and to get out of the hive they'd be using Valkyrie ships and they'd be low flying, whereas the Space Marines tend to be stationed in high orbit and come on request, so hence why they'd be allowed drop pod. That's the thing that's really weird about Space Marines, though. Perhaps someone can riddle me this. So, each chapter roughly has, at the moment, about 1,000 Space Marines, yeah? And you always see the Space Marines in the artwork from Games Workshop in massive, massive battles. They're always in the big-ass battles where there's Titan machines walking about. Now, I don't know why the artwork always shows them there, because all the books, novels, and situations that they put in are normally as elite strike forces, where they teleport into ships, or, you know, they're on very specialist missions. So, I don't know, I've always found that weird. The artwork of 40k does not match how they're actually implemented. Like, you'll see Space Marines fighting alongside, you know, guardsmen, but it's like the biggest battle you've ever seen. Yeah, I know they're making it look cool, it's just annoying. Yeah, you see them against Chaos, or Orcs, actually. Like, how many bits of 40k artwork do you see where they're against Necrons, for instance? Like, yeah, there's your poll, go ahead and vote. Now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this next round is going to be have to be our last round for this evening. So make your votes count. There's only a few Kriegsmen left over here now. Yeah, we've got this the little squad over here holding out. Look at that body pile they've been making. Oh, we've still got one more round, Menthol. We're going to play the next round, but the next round will be after the next round. That'll be our last one. Have I got an appointment at 1 o'clock in the morning? I don't think so. No, the only appointment I've got is with sleep. Poor Ned's trying to get through this one little gap here. I've just got images of these brood warriors having to crouch down. I am getting a weak old man. The amount of times I feel like I need a power nap midday. Short stream? Not really. It's only going to be like, what, 15 minutes shorter than normal. So I wouldn't exactly call it a short stream. Mate, I'll tell you where it is. It's having a kid. Well, having two kids. That's what does it. Indeed, 200,000 kills, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like everything's been defeated over there. So, yeah, I think we'll end this one here now then. Okay, take a note of this kill count. 200... and... 1... Oh, what are we getting here then? Ooh, Templars. Here we go. There's a pole. Remember, that's 1, 2, and 3. Top is 1, middle's 2, bottom is 3. Yeah, that'd be 202 Templars that you'll be getting this time. That would bring your total to 444 Templars. So, yeah, let's get a new group then. 202. You want these chaps. Attacks. Yeah, what formation are we going for? Anything in particular? Square, square. Yeah, looks like Box is pretty much winning then. So, are you happy with where they are? Where do you want them? More to the middle, down to the bottom, south. On the island. Over here. Middle. Can it rain for the last round? We can have it overcast for the last round. Right. Middle's going is where they're going.
Eat the nids. Like a Michael Jackson Thriller video. This is going to get very interesting. I really wish there was custom sounds for these Templars, so we could hear the chainsaws just revving. To be fair, you've got a lot of the Tyranid warriors distracted here. Well, that's going to be an absolute massacre for the Tyranids to get through. Good luck to them. They're going to need it getting through that. I love the absolute slaughter here. Kind of crazy though how some of these deflections are still getting through and hitting the back lines. These guys are putting some work here. Cinematic universe of Warhammer in 2025. I know nothing about it, but I can tell you pretty much this: 99% of all Warhammer cinematics that I've ever seen have sucked, and I mean sucked ass. Just awful. It just doesn't. I don't know. Personally, I just don't like them. The only exception to that, the 1%, the one that I've only ever liked, was Astartes. That was the only one I ever liked. I think every other single one that I've watched has been really cringe. So the fact that Henry Cavill is like heading it up doesn't fill me with any more confidence than anything. I just don't think Warhammer transfers to movies or TV series. It's amazing for video games and board games and role-playing and lore and stories, but it's just does not transfer to TV. Because you've got to think about it, you've either got to have something that's just so far gone in gore that no safety rating is ever going to pick it up, because that's how grim and dark Warhammer is, or it's got to be so full of emotion and cheesy that it's not going to be Warhammer. Because you've got to think the kinds of people who've got to approve it are not going to understand Warhammer. It doesn't matter how long Cavill's been playing Warhammer for. At the end of the day, he's not the one who gets to say what goes into the episodes. It's the suits at the top who are investing their money into it, and they'll say, it can't have gore, it can't have nudity, no, you can't keep referencing Satan every 2 seconds. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's like a great example, Event Horizon. All the scenes of hell that Event Horizon had cut from it, you know what I mean? That'd be perfect Warhammer stuff. But they always get cut from the final takes. Is Amazon back in it? That's even worse. One of the largest, safest corporations in the world has taken up the Warhammer license. God, that is awful. Oh, it's going to be so goddamn awful. Event Horizon was made by Warhammer fans, and there we go. All the grim, dark imagery was cut from Event Horizon. So there you go, there's all the proof that you could possibly need then. That anything that's going to make its way onto TV that's going to do with Warhammer is going to suck ass. Yes, look, I'm not saying that Amazon don't have a dark and edgy side, but what I'm saying is that it's not going to allow them, you're not going to be allowed to portray the Warhammer universe. Think of this, any battlefield that involves chaos is going to have mutilated corpses everywhere with anti-religious symbology strewn all over the place, okay? That's not going to happen, that's not going to be allowed. It's just, that ain't gonna happen. You're gonna get a very clean, sterile version of the Warhammer universe. Look, you can get your hopes up for it all you want. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, it's investors who get to say what it is going to be. And the investors ain't going to give a shit about your feelings about Warhammer, or what Warhammer should be. Like I said, just think of how crazy and messed up all the Warhammer stuff's going to be. You're going to have people being executed left, right and centre for heresy. You know, it's going to be, every episode is going to be a constant bloodbath. The only way that they could realistically pull off a Warhammer-esque thing is if they based it on the bureaucracy of the Imperial Guard. So it was all about political intrigue. That is the only way they could realistically pull it off. Like I said, imagine Saving Private Ryan, but 1,000 times more realistically gory and full of anti-religious propaganda. They're not going to allow that. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, Inquisitor. See, these are the ways that you could do it. You could do murder mystery with an Inquisitor trying to solve, or uncover chaos cults. That could work. But as far as like Warhammer battles, actual stuff like that, no, definitely not. It's going to be all the micro stuff. Intrigue, political intrigue, drama, that kind of stuff. That would work. Something like Death Note. Imagine Death Note, but in a Warhammer universe. Or a Blackadder in a Warhammer universe. God, these guys are pushed well far out. Of course it's got Space Marines. I don't know why the Games Workshop have got such a hard-on for Space Marines. Like, shops have quotas that they must sell so many Space Marines. It's stupid. I think, if I remember rightly, there was a guy who used to work at Games Workshops. He used to manage a store there, and I think he had a quota to sell at least 10 Space Marine starter kits a month or something like that. He had to sell at least 10 a month. It's just like, oh, that's why every time you go into a Games Workshop, they're like, do you want to buy some Space Marines? Personally, I hate the Space Marines with a passion. I cannot stand them. I think they're the biggest cheese balls on the planet. Yeah, I like Necrons, I must say. Quite a fan of Necrons. I really like Orcs as well. And of course I like my Imperial Guard. I think I like Imperial Guard though, because there's just there's more of a connection to our actual reality with them. See, I think one of the problems that Games Workshop made for themselves with the Tau is that they made the standard Tau units so powerful that they're just kind of boring to play. I think that's one of the problems with Tau. It's like, hey look, every unit kills absolutely everything. Congratulations, you win again. The lore, to be fair, yeah, I do like the lore. How they've got different caste systems and all that lot. And they all work towards the greater good. No, the Tau, you see, Tau to me are really interesting because they're just trying to spread a religion, realistically. And it's not like they necessarily want to kill all the other races either. They're happy for the other races to convert, but if they don't, they're going to kill them.
I'd consider the Tau Alexander the Great. Like, the Tau give you a chance to surrender to them and go under their ways, but if you don't, they'll absolutely crush you. It just sort of, it almost reminds me of Alexander the Great, if Alexander the Great forced countries to change religion, which he didn't. Though in some ways I guess it's nothing like Alexander the Great, but there we go. The tower based on Lenin's Russia. Okay. Well, I would have said the Imperial Guard were more based on Russia than anything else. To be fair, that's not unfair. The Imperial Guard are way too varied to be based on one thing. The Imperial Guard take influence from pretty much every single culture that's ever existed on the planet, so I think that's why I kind of like them. There's a lot of variety in the Imperial Guard. It's hard to get bored with Imperial Guard units. Yeah, they're based on what's it? Death Corps are based on World War I troops, German World War I troops. Talon Raiders are based on like Muslim Crusades and stuff like that. Yeah, obviously you got the Commissars from Russia. But Space Marine, I think I've said this before, Space Marine backpacks are designed off Napoleonic troops. So I would actually definitely agree there, Mitz, actually. It's very much, yeah, more like a Shogun style. It is, yeah, actually. It's almost like feudal Japan. In fact, that would make a lot more sense, actually, when you think about it. They've got a caste system. Of course it's bloody fucking based off Japanese culture. Oh my god, I just had one of them moments then. Yeah. The caste system, definitely. I mean, yeah, you guys, the next stream might be the last. This stream might be the last. You guys have been absolutely plowing your way through these. 250,000 kills. And they're still holding out of it. They haven't even got past the Krieg over here yet. It's getting ridiculous now. Holy, oh god, Dave. I'm not 100% sure yet, Ed. Indeed it is in phases, Fig Jam. So what's next after we win this? I'm not telling you, because otherwise you might start preparing for it. But this is far from one, I'll say that. And just remember, There was some suspicious Auspex readings earlier. So, you know when you were saying that that this is a shorter stream? We're at the 2-hour mark. Which is normal stream time. The demonettes. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, I think 2 hours is about perfect. I find after about 2 hours, because it's about 1 o'clock in the morning for me then, I start getting tired, and anything after that, and I go really quiet, and I just end up flying the camera around and monging at the screen. So, I do find that around about 2 hours is a good time. But I might be trying streaming a few different things. Might do some Dark Tide on a different day. Might do some Baldur's Gate. See how it goes. But they won't be on our normal stream days. They'll just be on the fly ones. Hey, I'm alright at Dark Tide. I at least played Dark Tide on the harder difficulties anyway. I play it on Heresy, so it makes it slightly more interesting. Yeah, I've been having an absolute blast with Baldur's Gate. What an amazing game that is. Now, mates, I've got something special planned for the next video. Something slightly different. Very slightly different. Hey, mate, them effing ads put food on my table. $84,000 remaining. I mean, you're very close. You're only 24,000 off now. Still some, oh god. Still some Krieg here. Just be right back a sec. Sorry about that, I'm back. A big-ass bug just flew into my face, and I had to, dispose of it. Right, what we got going on here? God. I love how the body pile just gets insane over here in this one little area. Look at him go. Yeah, some crazy-ass daddy longlegs decided to fly into my room. It was just like, hi! No, you don't want body piles. That's, yeah. Bloody piles or body piles. Well, I think with the last 500 remaining, what we can go ahead and do is set up the poll and you guys can vote on what units you want to add to next stream's defense. Yeah, that vote is pretty damn close. Sorry about that. Goddamn fucking thing flew back in. I don't know if it was the same one or a different one. It's because I've got a window open and the lights on, so loads of bugs are now trying to fly into the room. Typical. Anyway, let's end this one here. Let's go get our kill count up. So what's this now? From 200,000 to 200, and oh my god, that's kind of impressive. Come on, 284,244. Excellent. I'm just literally getting assaulted by bugs from all angles at the moment. Like, it's really making me really paranoid as well. Because I've got headphones on, so I'm not really paying attention, and I'm not paying attention. So they just keep flying into my face.
Well, let's end that vote there then. What are we getting? Deathcore. Oh, Templar. Oh, we've got a wheel spin situation here, have we? Two seconds. Hang on. We just get set up somewhat here. Ta-da! Put there, put there. Ta-da! Well, looks like we're getting ourselves some Krieg. So then, what do we want to do? We can go... Where have we got Krieg, actually? I think we've got Krieg at Village 2 here, and at Village 3. Have we got any? Yeah, we got Village 2 and 3. Okay, so we've got 2, 3, 4. You go. So you can add them to the middle, you can add them to the bottom, or you can create a new unit. The Kriegsmen can't go with the Templars. What do the Kriegs cost? 15 per one. So yeah, you'll be getting about 19,000 of them. Yay, let's end that there. Looks like we're going to be adding them to the bottom village down here. This group. So, that'll bring their new to... Yeah, the Tyranids are dead next time. 20,628. Oh, no, hang on. No. No, that is right, yeah. For a second then I thought that was wrong, but no, it's correct. Do you know what the stupid thing is? Oh. You know what the stupid thing is? That would have been 142,000 conscripts. That would have been 142,000 conscripts. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, that excitement. You can type into... No, I didn't get a new keyboard. I'm just absolutely slamming the shit out of the keys instead. So... Right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hang on. I think you know what's going to happen here. As always, let's get in a nicer position. In fact, let's get down here. We'll go watch it from here. This will be good. As always, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, that's loud. I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Massive shout out there to all you channel members who helped keep this channel going. You're absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for supporting what we're doing here tonight. And of course, a big shout out to our moderators. Thank you for helping keep the chat flowing nice and clean and lovely as always. And of course, a massive shout out to all the subscribers and everyone watching the VOD. And as always, until next time, peace.